10, but I don't anticipate that. Now then. Oh, wow! 20 and 2 bulls.
Did you know that Luke Littler once hit a 125 checkout using 2 bullseyes? The craziest part is, he did it like it was just another day at the office. With that said, let's check out 10 of the craziest Luke Littler checkouts we've ever seen. Then you decide which one's the craziest. Coming up at number 10 is the 158 Monster. 10. The 158 Monster. Now let's be honest, most players look at 158 and instantly panic, even the best of them. It's not your friendly neighborhood checkout. This one's tricky, this one bites, but that's for mere mortals, not for Luke Littler. The guy stared it down like it owed him money. It was the World Darts Championship semi-final against Stephen Bunting and the heat was on. The pressure? Insane. The crowd? Buzzing. Luke? Ice cold. He stepped up needing 158 to close out the leg. Now, usually you might expect a safe setup shot, followed by a tidy double. Not Luke, he went full beast mode. First dart, treble 20, bang. Second dart, another treble 20, boom. Now here's the thing, that left him with 38. Most players would go double 19 with shaky hands and hope for the best. Luke? He threw it like he was flicking a peanut across the room. Double 19, right in the corner pocket.
They've been exceptional. Even more disappointed that set got scrappy.
Oh, double 19 for the 158 Luke Littler.
What made it even more ridiculous was his expression afterward. No fist pump, no scream, just that business as usual face. Meanwhile, Bunting looked like he saw a ghost. I mean, how do you even respond to that? The guy cleaned up 158 like he was checking off a grocery list. The crowd absolutely lost it. Social media exploded, and the commentators, they were basically yelling over each other. That 158 wasn't just a checkout, it was a statement. Luke Littler was here, and he wasn't playing safe. He was rewriting the rules of what teenagers do under pressure. Welcome to the era of Littler. Number 9. The 125 Double Bull Madness. Alright, this one right here is the definition of doing too much and getting away with it. Luke had 125 left in a Premier League match. Most people go the usual route. Treble 20, 15, then bullseye. You know, something normal, safe and predictable. But safe and predictable don't live in Luke Littler's world because, well, he's not from our planet. He stepped up and did something straight out of a darts fever dream. First dart, bang, bullseye. No warm-up, just straight to the center. The crowd raised eyebrows. The commentators leaned forward. What's this kid planning? Next dart, treble 15, clean as you like. Now here's where things got ridiculous. He still had 50 left. Most players would go tops, double 16, maybe even a single 10 and a double 20 setup. Luke? Nah, he aimed for the bull again and nailed it. Another perfect bullseye. That's right, bullseye, treble 15, bullseye for 125, just because he could.
Finds the bullseye, that leaves 75, out of bull, for bull again, oh! Show-stopping fin.
Who even tries that, let alone hits it? That's not darts, that's wizardry of the highest order. It takes insane nerve, pinpoint accuracy, and a level of swagger you just don't see every day to pull that off. And Luke had it all in spades. It wasn't just about the points either, it was psychological warfare. Imagine standing on the oche watching your opponent casually hit 2 bullseye like he's playing a video game. That's the stuff that breaks your soul. By the time the second ball hit the board, the arena erupted. It was more than a checkout, it was a mic drop. Luke Littler didn't just win the leg, he stole the spotlight, broke the internet, and made 125 the coolest number in darts history. Number 8. The 124 Grand Slam Special. Speaking of darts history, this one will blow your mind to smithereens. I mean, this one had nothing but class written all over it. The Grand Slam of darts final, big stage, bright lights, massive crowd, every dart under a microscope. And Luke Littler, the teenager with ice in his veins, stood with 124 left. The opponent? Martin Lukeman, a solid player in his own right. But this leg? It belonged to Luke from the moment he stepped up. First start, straight into treble 20. That's 60 off the board. Easy money. Next, he didn't even hesitate. Treble 16. That's another 48. Now he's sitting at 16. Most of us wouldn't hit double 8 if we had 50 tries and no audience. Luke had one chance, and of course, he landed it. Clean, middle of the bed.
This is sublime. You just can't.
What made it even better was how routine he made it look. The rhythm, the confidence, zero panic. It didn't feel rushed, it didn't feel like luck, it felt like pure elite-level darts from a kid who just decided the Grand Slam final was a great place to flex a little. Lukeman just stood there, probably hoping the board would suddenly catch fire or something, anything to stop Littler's momentum. But nope, Luke was in full control. That 124 wasn't just a number, it was a message. He can finish from anywhere, any score, any time. And the crowd? They ate it up. The commentators were basically laughing in disbelief. Another reminder that Luke Littler isn't just good, he's unreal. He's the future of darts, and 124 was just another smooth entry in his growing highlight reel. Number 7, 122, the heartbreaker. Alright, let's talk about this heartbreaking moment, but certainly not for Luke Littler. This one hit Luke Humphries like a bus full of missed doubles. So here's the scene. World Darts Championship final, the biggest stage. Lights, crowd, pressure through the roof. Littler standing there like he's waiting for a pizza delivery, not throwing for 122. Now normally players might go the safe route, the textbook way. But Littler? He's not reading that book. He whips out treble 18, smack, then another treble 18. Boom, that's already 108. The tension is bananas. Everyone's thinking he's going to play it safe and maybe leave tops or something nice and neat. Nah, he goes straight for double 7. And guess what? He nails it clean as a whistle, like he's done it 1,000 times in his sleep. And the whole crowd explodes. Humphries just stares like he's seen a ghost holding a dartboard.
Littler staying on the 18s. Double 7. Oh, what a shot! It's a third time.
That double 7 wasn't just a finish, it was a message. Littler wasn't just there to compete, he was there to own the stage. And it shook Humphries. You could see it. That kind of checkout doesn't just steal a leg, it steals momentum, confidence, maybe even souls. People watching at home probably spilled their drinks. Pundits were speechless. Humphries? Well, he just blinked in disbelief, because at 16, Littler made the World Championship look like his local pub league. And that 122? Pure, cold-blooded brilliance. Number 6, the 109 unconventional route. This one right here proves that Littler is either a tactical genius or doesn't care about darting traditions. So he's up against Gerwyn Price in the Premier League. Not exactly a walk in the park. Price is a former world champ. He's fired up, the crowd's loud, you can feel the tension. Now Luke's got 109 to finish. Most players go treble 20, 9, tops, classic route. Clean, efficient, safe. But Littler's brain doesn't work like that. He looks at that board and sees art. He kicks things off with a treble 19. Bang! That's 57. Weird choice, maybe, but it works. Then he goes single 20. Now we're at 77. What next? Double 16. Not exactly the crowd-pleasing double 20 most go for, but hey, Littler makes it look like the bullseye. He lines it up and just pings it in like it's nothing. Cool as you like. And you can see Price's face turn into the emoji with the raised eyebrow. Like, really bro? You had to do it that way? But that's Luke's whole thing. He doesn't follow the script. He rewrites it mid-match with a marker pen in all caps. What makes this finish even crazier is that it came in a moment where Price was just starting to claw back. The match was close, one slip would have swung it, but Littler dropped a bizarre, brilliant checkout that left everyone in shock. And the best part? He barely reacted. Just a nod, maybe a smirk, because for him, unconventional is normal. Number 5, the 140 and 130 back-to-back brilliance. Now, some players hit one big finish and ride the hype for the next 5 legs. Not Luke Littler. He hits 2 in a row and acts like it's no big deal. This happened at the World Series of Darts finals, and let me tell you, it was chaos. Luke was already playing well, but then he hit the afterburners. First up, he's staring down 140. Most folks start sweating just thinking about it. But Littler? He throws treble 20. Smack! Another treble 20. Boom! That's 120. Then coolly slots in double 10. Game over. Crowds loving it. Players in the back are probably whispering, did he really just do that?
Goes the other way, the Rob Cross way. Oh, the Rob Cross way.
But wait, next leg he's left with 130, another beast of a checkout. But Littler's like, yeah, why not? Treble 20? No problem. Another treble 20? Done. Now he's got 10 left. Double 5? Tricky little devil that one, but Littler just chucks it in like he's flipping a coin into a fountain. Clink! Wishes granted. Back-to-back finishes like that aren't rare. They're straight up disrespectful. The guy who was playing probably started checking for glitches in the Matrix. You don't see stuff like that outside video games. And let's talk about the crowd reaction. It was absolute pandemonium. People on their feet, some probably dropped their pints. Commentators lost their minds. Even his opponents had to chuckle like, fair play, kid. That moment right there? That's when everyone knew Littler wasn't just a rising star, he was the real deal. 2 brutal checkouts, 0 hesitation, just darting destruction at its finest. Number 4, the 167 checkout. For those who don't know, a 167 checkout is basically the final boss in darts. It's one of the highest finishes possible, and most players avoid even thinking about it unless they absolutely have to. But not Luke Littler. Oh no, when Luke saw 167 on the board, he didn't blink. He didn't flinch, he just stared at it like it owed him money. This moment happened in a match where the energy was off the charts. You could feel the tension in the room. The crowd was electric. Luke steps up, calm as ever. First dart, boom, treble 20, not bad. Second dart, bam, treble 19. Now it's serious. Third dart, he lines it up, pauses, throws, and smacks the bullseye right in the face. Game over, crowd loses it. Even the commentators were halfway out of their seats yelling, "That's ridiculous."
Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? Let's hope not.
What makes it even crazier is that he did it under pressure. This wasn't an exhibition match, this wasn't a warm-up, this was real. The stakes were high, the moment was huge, and Luke made it look like he was just finishing up his homework. It's not just about the score, it's about the guts. Most pros play it safe in moments like this. Luke didn't just go for it, he nailed it. First try, no hesitation. That's what makes this 167 one of the coldest checkout we've seen in years. You don't forget a finish like that. The 167 wasn't just a checkout, it was a statement. And the message was loud and clear, Luke Littler is not here to play around. Number 3, the 170 Maximum Madness. Now, without wasting any time, let's talk about the biggest checkout in darts, the full 170, the king of finishes, the kind that makes seasoned pros sweat and fans scream. So, of course, Luke Littler decided to casually drop one during a match like it was no big deal. Picture this, Littler's back's against the wall, the match is heating up, the other guy's right on his heels, and then, boom, he's left with 170. Most folks would just aim to leave a double and regroup, but Littler? He takes one look at it and says, yeah, I'll take that right now, thanks. First dart, treble 20. Second dart, another treble 20. Now everyone's holding their breath. He lines up the bull like he's aiming at a soda can in his backyard. Bang! Right in the middle. That bull never had a chance.
170.
He'll go for it, won't he? He'll go for it. He'll go for it.
And he'll take it.
The crowd went full-on bananas, like actual madness. People were standing, yelling, high-fiving strangers because they just saw a teenager land a checkout that most pros don't even attempt unless it's the final round of the World Championship. And Littler? He didn't overly celebrate like crazy. He was just too cool about it, like, yeah, I do this now. That's the part that really gets you. He doesn't act surprised, he expects to hit these. The 170 wasn't just points on the board, it was Littler planting a flag, a warning to everyone else. Nobody's safe when this kid's throwing darts. Number 2, the 161 bull finish blitz. Now let's talk about one of Littler's slickest moments, the 161 checkout that came out of nowhere and left everyone in total belief. This one wasn't loud, it wasn't cocky, it was just ice cold and lightning quick. So here's the setup. Littler's opponent is pressing hard, right up in the leg, trying to force a mistake. Luke's sitting on 161. That's a big number. That's one of those finish or fade away type situations. Most would crumble. Littler? He steps up and does this. First dart, treble 20. Clean. You can hear the pop of the board and the crowd's already stirring. Second dart, treble 17. Now everyone's fully locked in. Third dart, bullseye. Bang! Just like that. 161 erased like it never existed. And the best part? The whole thing took less than 10 seconds. He didn't even pause, just stepped up and fired off 3 of the coldest darts you'll ever see. The bull hit was so clean you could hear it echo. Commentators losing their minds. Opponents shocked. Audience screaming like they saw a magic trick. And Littler, same calm face, just walking back like it was a regular Tuesday night. What made this one special wasn't just the score, it was the silence before the storm. The way he didn't show a single sign of nerves. It was confidence, the rhythm, the I've done this in my sleep energy. Luke didn't just take out 161, he stole it from the match and walked away like a thief in the night, cold-blooded. The 132 wall breaker. Alright, let's finish with a Littler classic that deserves way more attention. The 132 checkout that looked like something out of a movie. This one's sneaky good. It's not flashy like a 170, but it's all about precision and guts. So Littler's playing a tight leg. You can tell both players are locked in. The board shows 132. Now, that's not your usual go-to finish. Most guys would try to break it down, leave a clean double and hope for the best. Not Luke, he had other plans. First dart, bullseye, no hesitation, already insane. Then he fires a treble 14. Now, that's a weird route. Most players avoid that one like it's cursed. But Littler? Nah, he lands it clean. So now he's left with a double top. And what does he do? Yep, hits it, first try, boom, lights out.
Oh, another there, and it's there for you. And it's there for you now, Luke. On double 16 for a 1-3-2 with a champagne.
The whole sequence happened so fast, even the camera guy was late to zoom in on the final dart. The crowd exploded. People were double checking the math like, did that really just happen? It's checkouts like this that show you just how smart and unpredictable Littler is. He doesn't just follow the script, he rips it up and writes his own ending. And this 132? It felt like he was flexing a little, like, look what else I can do. Nobody expected that route, nobody expected that type of finish, but everyone felt it. The whole room lit up. That's the magic of Luke Littler. He takes the weird checkouts and turns them into works of art. This one? Straight up masterpiece. So, head to the comments and tell us what you think. Genius or madness? Or maybe a bit of both. Luke Littler is changing the game, one outrageous checkout at a time. If you enjoyed this video, click to subscribe.